The story of the week for Arsenal fans, of course, is the ownership. Protests happened outside the last game against Everton. You saw that, Freddie, of course. They want change at the club right now. I'm not sure how likely that's going to be because the Kroenkes have since come out and said they're not going anywhere. Mikel Arteta has given the owner some backing, saying they've got the right intentions at the club as well, that maybe if they communicated more with the fans, they might see that as well, that they want success. I think the problem is, Freddie, and you've worked there, is that they don't often communicate with the fans, do they?
No, but I must say, I've spoken to Josh a few times and a very nice man to speak to and stuff. But when I was proud of Arsenal fans when they came out in force, and I think they are very annoyed at playing in some sort of that we have some God divine right to be in a competition where we're not that good at the moment and we should be able to get in and out of it. But I think as well, a little bit of frustration. We are 10th in the league at the moment.
Yeah.
And no Arsenal fan will be happy with that. So I think there's a lot of emotions going around at the moment.
What do you think will happen here, Martin? I mean, can the fans vote with their feet in many ways? Not buying season tickets, not buying merchandise?
They've already done that. They've shown.
Can they go a step further, though?
Well, the Kroenkes have said they're going to spend money, and if they don't, then they need to step aside.
Do you believe them? From what you've seen so far? Not
necessarily in what I've seen so far, but they are saying now it's a different situation that we're in, and money needs to be spent, and they have plenty of that. They've shown that on what they spent on shares. They spent £1 billion to buy the shares. It's worth the club maybe £2 to £3 billion. It's a fantastic investment. So they're surely going to want to invest in that. Whether we believe them, let's see. Let's see the colour of their money. And if they're not prepared to do that, then step aside, because we want to see success returning to the football club.
What about the stance of Mikel Arteta as well this week, Martin? What he said, effectively giving the owners some backing. Is that surprising, given his own situation at the club right now? Is that a dangerous game to be playing, given what the fans feel and think?
If he honestly believes that, he's having conversations with the owners, he's looking ahead to next season, targets, and funds will be available, then I'm not suspicious of that. Let's just see what happens. The proof's in the pudding, isn't it? Put their money where their mouth is and secure the future of the football club. In difficult times, it has to be said, but we need expenditure there.
Of course. Brewing in the background here, you've got Daniel Ek saying he wants to buy the club, the owner, the founder of Spotify as well. Just so happens, Freddie, he's a Swedish billionaire. What can you tell us about him?
No, it's a massive Arsenal fan, what I know. Actually, there's a little story maybe, but when I was with the youth at Arsenal, I actually got asked by Spotify if I could have a little chat with their leaders and stuff. We couldn't because of all the security and stuff we need to have, but he's definitely a massive, massive Arsenal fan.
He looks a bit like Freddie. I think you're better looking than him, Freddie.
He's a good-looking man.
Yeah.
What he has, though, of course, is the backing, apparently, of some other invincibles. Henry, Bergkamp, Vieira. It makes it quite compelling, his argument, to go on and buy the club. I guess it'll come down to money, if it's possible at all, Martin.
Of course. Let's see if it's for real. I'd quite like Wenger's stance on it, that usually when a deal goes through, we hear nothing to the last minute. So let's just hope it's not publicity for him and for Spotify.
Yeah.
And that
doesn't sound like it from what Freddie's just said.
No, I think he's for real. And the players that are getting involved, the former players, wouldn't be taking note, would they, and getting involved if they didn't think this really was an opportunity. But let's see what the current owners want to do.